Have you ever felt like you have been stuck while doing the hard work? Then you gather your strength and try to push through it, but the discomfort is so overwhelming that it's hard for you to continue. Your mind wanders off into the distant dream world. You're stuck at this wall. Before you know it, you're back on your phone. You're on YouTube, watching shorts. You're on Instagram, scrolling through reels. That state of procrastination is the end result we all want to avoid. Personally for me, I like story writing, and I've taken a couple of story writing classes. I, along with my fellow aspiring writers, we all know this, that the hardest work is neither plotting the story nor world building. It's about sitting down and getting the word counted. It's those tens of thousands of words that we have to do that makes the work hard. That is the work that we tend to avoid, but it gets us the most fruitful result because it's what makes us write the book. That is the work I tend to avoid. However, there was one day when I was getting down to writing to putting in the word count, that I asked myself, what would this be like if it was easier? But it stopped me for a while. I got stumped right there. Initially, my answer was pretty dumb. It was basically, oh well, if it was easier, I can do this all day. I can do it anytime I want because it is that easy. But it's not about the work that you're doing. It's about how you deal with your reaction to the work. See, usually when we get down to doing the hard work, we become tense. We slouch over like this. Not only physically tense, you're also mentally tense and you're emotionally tense, which makes you a hard piece of rock because that's how tense you are. And the more tense you become, the harder it is for you to get the hard work done because all you're focusing on is the discomfort, not really doing the hard work. How do you go around this problem? It's actually pretty simple. You make yourself less tense as you ease into the discomfort so that you get used to the discomfort. Say it with me. Relieve your tension by easing into the pain. Now, isn't pain something you usually have to fight to get through it? Well, that may be true in certain cases. You have to fight the pain to get stronger. For example, when you're working out, when you're doing cardio, you're doing calisthenics, you're doing weightlifting, these are all circumstances where you tend to have to push through the pain to get the good results you want. But when it comes to work that requires your mental capacity, it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. More often than not, it's easier when you just ease into the pain and get used to it.
So what I actually mean by ease into the pain is, for example, when you're dealing with your studies or your work at your job, you feel some kind of stress and you get negatively affected by it because you don't know how to deal with it. So the best way, which is sort of like ease into the pain, is to first identify that stress, to be aware of it and know where it's coming from. So you know you're mentally drained from your studies and it's coming from your studies. Then the second step is to not ignore it, but you actually acknowledge it. Tell yourself, I know it's there. Then the third step is to shift your focus away from the pain onto the actual work. Because you know the pain is a side effect. You know that when you're done with the actual work, this pain will naturally subside. So really simple. Step 1, be aware of the pain. Step 2, you acknowledge that the pain is there. Step 3, shift your focus away from the pain onto the actual work. Easy.
Now, how do you go about doing this in an effective way? You improve your awareness, you improve your attention, and your focus. All these three can be summed up into improving your presence. Being present basically means that you are fully in the moment in whatever you're doing. You're spending time with your family, friends, a relationship partner. You want to be fully present for them. And in any moment in life, basically, even when you're doing the hard work, when you become present, especially when you do the hard work, it becomes all the more easier and the quality of your work becomes the best that you can make it to be. So the best way to improve your presence so that you can ease into the pain is by meditating and journaling. Meditation helps you become aware of the thoughts in your head. You become the observer of your brain. As for journaling, which is the one that helps you realize your emotions, journaling actually solves a lot of problems in such that you kind of become your own therapist as you journal. You realize, and you gotta be honest with yourself about it. And that's how you get the best results when you're journaling. You realize, I feel this way, I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't want to do this because I feel this way. Then you start to make sense of whatever you write. And thus you start to understand yourself even better, which is all a part of being present. So work on your presence so that you can help yourself become less tense as you ease into the pain. Eventually, while doing the hard work, when you have eased enough into the pain becomes the pleasure of your hard work. And you become unstoppable. And that is your path to victory. Do the work that is meant for you. For that work is best done by you.